of annoying sounds. Crickets like bad DJs, annoying sounds, scratching sounds, mosquitoes turning up their punk rock violin section. Somebody's radiator wheezing like a dying accordion. I'm parked at a drive-in theater. Dust on the windshield, grass freshly cut and still wet enough to perfume the night with green sorrow. A horror triple feature flickers across the giant sheet. Masked men, chainsaws, doomed people. Feels more like a Rodney Dangerfield comedy show. One big laugh track echoing in the dark because nobody here gets any respect. I'm on a blind date. Her name is Carrie or Karen or Trixie, and she smells like dryer sheets and gasoline. She brought a Tupperware of fried Spam and spaghetti. A paper bag of cheap wine we pass like a sacrament. She calls it courage. I call it pulp fiction courage. The kind you swig before you tell a stranger what really keeps you up at night. Above us, the moon hangs fat and smug, every poet's favorite cliche, but tonight, I swear, I can taste the texture of moonbeams rising over the horizon like Velveeta cheese rubbed backwards like the grit of salt on a margarita rim. Like biting into green cheese that never existed but everyone believes in anyhow. Carrie or Karen or Trixie, she leans in close, whispers about her ex who collects broken toasters. I tell her about my dog, Roberto Derange, half coyote, half philosopher, who once ate a tarot deck and predicted his own escape. We laugh until the windows fog up. And for a minute, we're just two strangers sharing a fantasy mind game, pretending the world outside this Buick isn't on fire. Pretending the moon will always stay this buttery and forgiving. The slasher on the screen loses his mask, the projector hiccups, and the moonlight slides across her face like a hand smoothing out a sheet. She looks at me and says, "You're a real effing piece of work, you know." And it lands like a blessing, like somebody finally noticed the dents in my armor and decided to trace them with a fingertip. We keep drinking from the brown paper bag, letting the night lick our knuckles, letting the engine tick itself cool. Somewhere in the grass, Roberto Derange howls at fake stars, and I think, maybe love is nothing more than showing up on the last night of summer, sitting through bad horror films and letting the moon's rough silver spill over you until it feels like future you might actually touch. Welcome. Well, you just came, and here's your chats there. Your average white boy. This is the third time you've seen me, Real Bacon. All right, we're trying to do last night of summer. Actually, it's like the first week of fall. AI poetry. It's nice out. I mean, it's a little chilly. But let's just kind of try this. Let's try this here. We're going to use your, all right, real bacon and cheese. Okay, let's see, poem, same style, about bacon burgers, bacon, egg, burger, burgers, fried cheese, elevator, ELEVAT, elevator farts. Let's see. What else do we got? Oh, why am I ruining it, huh? All right, let's see, what else have we got? You came here, no chats. Okay. Elevator gas. I'll put it that way. Elevator gas. No chats. No chats. What else have we got? Average girls. Average ladies. Average lady. The Karen next door. The Karen next door. Next door. Kim. Maybe. I remember you. Let me see. Welcome, Kim. The Karen next door. Pat from SNL. Pat from Saturday SNL. Pat from SNL. Coffee chats. Coffee talk. Coffee talk. What else? Do we have something else? Oh, remember me. Okay, remember me, Kim. And we have a lady, and then Kim. Kim. We'll put Kim's name in. And who else? We want to put real bacon. Real bacon. How about real Kevin Bacon? Kevin Bacon. How about that? And let me see, one other. I need another. Oh, you're kind of sad about that, Kim Barretto. How about I need another one. Remember the cats. Okay, remember the cats. Remember the cats. Let's try that. All right, here we go. We got it. It's called Bacon and Silence. The diner smelled of bacon burgers and fried cheese. A salt-thick perfume that clung to my jacket long after I left. I rode the elevator up with a man let out a long of gas. No one said a word. We stared at the numbers, climbing like nothing happened. No one chats anymore. Doors click, locks turn, feels padded. Across from me lives lady. Nice shoes. Eyes. And the Karen next door who bangs on walls when someone dares to laugh after 10. I think of Pat from SNL, the shrug between a joke and a question. So I drink bitter coffee and think of Kim, who once said, I look like the real Kevin Bacon in a coffee shop and never danced. I don't call. She doesn't write. We all sit. The cats feed together. I still remember the cats. They come around, pies, waiting for someone I don't have anymore. Noses cup down to the hum of the refrigerator outside. Burns dinner of fried cheese like a that doesn't permission. That was like a whole long time ago, Kim. What do we do on August 10th? One poem. Let's try another one. Kim Barreto. We got. All right. Let's go some more prompts. All right. Burrito girl. Let's see. A poem in the style of that's a lot of remember me's there, Kim. A poem in the style of Taylor, T-A-Y, Taylor Molly, about August 10th. About August 10th. About August 10th. Using these prompts. All right, what do we got? How many remembers are we going to have coming on here? Using these prompts. Midnight. Safe way run. Domino pizza. No. Tacos. T-A-C-O. Taco time. Yeah, so, yes. August 10th, taco time. And that's enough blowing up the chat, Kim. Blowing up the chat. Trolling for suckers. I haven't been, no, we haven't been kidnapped. You asked that before. Nope. Let's see, we got trolling for suckers, insurance, car sales car salesman, sleazy car salesperson. El Camino, El Camino. Kind of reminded me of somebody I knew last year. Came in here a lot. El Camino, annoying, Annoy, annoying, annoying voices, annoying, go back, annoying sounds. I like that. How about starlight, and campfires, and campfire stories. All right, here it goes. Well, what we're doing here is we're doing chat GDP poetry. Singer, huh? I used to sing in a gospel choir a long time ago. So it's a midnight lesson plan on August 10th. August 10th tastes like neon and grease, like a midnight Safeway run for root beer and half-price birthday cake. Because that night said, why not? Why not? And I said yes. It smells like taco time at 12:47, like hot sauce daring you to keep talking when the universe is ready, blowing up the group text. I'm blowing wind into the chat, sending memories like flares to anyone still awake and dumb enough to answer. Tonight we are trolling for suckers, casting bait in digital waters, hooking sleepy friends with bad jokes about cats that look like philosophers, and conspiracy theories involving nacho cheese. Outside, a sleazy car salesperson leans on the hood of an El Camino, the color of old pennies, pitching midnight deals to moths and anyone who confuses loneliness with horsepower. The parking lot hums with annoying sounds, buzzing lights, someone's subwoofer gasping for air, a sharpening cart with a squeaky wheel pushing itself towards destiny. But above all that, starlight drips in drabs through August heat. Drips and drabs through August heat like silver punctuation, reminding us that even our dumbest nights are footnoted by galaxies. We drove out past the edge of Wi-Fi to pull out where somebody built a campfire out of old pallets. Flames snap, stories spill, legends of near misses, midnight kisses, and that time we swore the moon winked back. Life is not the daylight schedule we pretend to follow. It's like I lost my place. August 10th teaches this. Life is not the daylight schedule we pretend to follow. It's the sweaty midnight run, the tacos at red light, the text you send knowing someone will laugh and someone will roll their eyes, but both remember. So raise a paper cup to August 10th, to bad tacos, to loud stars, and the sweet unplanned fire that keeps us talking long after the groceries melt. Stop with the beef. All right, well, good night, Kim. So are you Lily? Because you remind me, I have the same behaviors like Lily does. Now, let's just go see Lily Long Dong. Let me just see something here. Well, thank you for being here for at least a short time, Lily. Kim. Good night. We'll see you the next time, Kim. And let's do a few more here. Midnight Mountain Time. 9 p.m. Pacific Time. Midnight songs, crickets singing, crickets feeling their wings signed together like paper sheets rubbing together in a book. Saying good night, bye-bye, moonbeams, moonlight. The day is up when the sun sets in the east. In the west, Isabel rings the bell that Kim closed the door. Down at Taco Bell, Beavis and Butthead operate the fryer, making magic with the fries. Well, that was pretty bad. Let's go try another one. Any words? Oh, I did Ron Jeremy's mustache, Ethan K. Ron Jeremy. Who's Ron Jeremy anyway? Ethan, who's Ron Jeremy? How about all right, I gotta close this up here pretty soon. How about we do a poem in the style of Sherman Alexie. Sherman Alexie, A.L. Alexie, about Custer's mustache. Custer's mustache. How do you spell mustache now? M-U-S-T-A-S-H. Custer's mustache beating drums, cave paintings, cave painting love, cave painting love, Walt Whitman, Walt Whitman, grass, the old man, Hemingway, oh no, let's go Shakespeare. Shakespeare, Summer Dream, Shakespeare Summer Break, that's good. Let's see, what else? You don't know? I don't know. I don't know. No. I don't know no berries. I don't know no beer. And beach bums. Beach bum. Let's try this. All right, let's try this. Custer's mustache. Custer's mustache rides the prairie like a cheap joke with perfect timing. Blonde, curled, a question mark, still waiting for an answer. That history keeps drunk in the back room. The beating drums in my chest aren't war songs, they're mixtapes. They're car stereos turned up to drown out the silence between a father and a son who talk about weather, but never about love. Last night I dreamed of cave painting love, hands pressed to stone, red ochre hearts that don't swipe left or right. Someone kissed me in the dark and left a handprint on my ribs. I woke up, still colored by that ancient breath. I walked through Walt Whitman's grass, each blade singing, I contain multitudes, but my shoes contain only dust, disappointment, and the small hope that my tribe's jokes will outlive America. It's Shakespeare's summer break now. Even the tragedies are on vacation. Romeo making snow cones. Juliet sells sunglasses by the pier. Everyone deserves one more afternoon without poison or politics. A cousin offers me a beer. I tell him I don't know no beer, and it's true. I only know thirst. The kind that follows long drives through dry country, the kind that dreams of salt water and forgiveness. At dusk, I become a beach bum, skin sticky with ocean breath, watching gulls steal French fries from tourists who still believe Custer was a hero. The horizon eats the sun, drums fade to heartbeat, and I whisper to the waves, history. You can keep the mustache. I'll keep the grass, the cave paintings, and the stubborn song that refuses to end. All right, let's try another one here. Let's try one more, and I'll call it a night. So, what was this guy's name? Sherman Alexie? Poem. in the style of Sherman Alexie about sun down at a casino, in the middle of nowhere. All right. Sundown Casino. The sun goes down like it owes somebody money. Big orange coin sliding behind a horizon that's been pawned 1,000 times for gas, for cigarettes, and for another chance at luck. The casino in the middle of nowhere blinks awake. Neon arrows flash like restless spirits who never learn to stop pointing. Doors whoosh open, breathing out air-conditioned promises and the faint smell of fryer grease and defeat. Inside, aunties feed the slots like they're hungry grandchildren. Quarters drop with a music that sounds almost like hope. An old man wearing a Sonics cap wins $50 and thanks nobody. I stand outside with a paper cup of coffee, watching dusk bruise the sky. The parking lot hums, generators, cicadas, the tired rhythm of second chances. Somewhere beyond the glow are wheat fields, old battle sites, bones that remember a different kind of gamble. I think about my grandfather who said the world was a rigged table that still played because some games you play just to stay human. The stars arrive one by one, quiet as old stories. I sip the last cup of coffee and let the night shuffle its cards, knowing the house always wins. But staying anyway just to hear the first coin hit the tray like a small, defiant prayer. Okay, let's try another one. Poem in the style of who? What poet? Allen Ginsberg. Allen Ginsberg. Come on, Allen Ginsberg. Allen Ginsberg, about how God is like tofu, how God is like tofu, about how God is like tofu. It takes on the flavors of the pan. It takes on the flavor of the frying pan, FRY, the frying pan and fridge, pan and fridge. Fridge. It is an illusion. It is an illusion interpreted, reinterpreted, I-N-T-E-R-P, reinterpreted through the lens of the top dog, the top the top dogs in power. Let's try that. Here it goes. God is tofu. I saw the mind of God in a dented frying pan, sputtering oil like 1,000 telepathic fireflies. God, pale and porous like tofu, blank as a communist manifesto before the ink dries, soaking up the sizzling gossip of the fridge. Pickle brine hymns, mustard gas, last week's leftover apocalypse wrapped in plastic regret. Oh, my brothers and sisters of the eternal supermarket, the priests of protein chants in fluorescent aisles, while the top dog in power, presidents, popes, CEOs of destiny, season the Almighty with campaign slogans, sprinkle holy salt of market share, flip the divine cube with a golden spatula of stock option. God tastes like karaoke in Wall Street, mouths like Sriracha and Pentagon dreams, like bland boiled water in the tongues of bureaucrats casting votes in windowless rooms. Every kitchen dictator claims the recipe. Every talk show prophet sells the marinade. Oh, illusion, oh, infinite soy of the cosmos. You have no flavor until we burn you, no shape until we press you. The cast iron thighs of our craving. You are the silence before the skillet screams. You are the echo of hunger disguised as scripture. You are the miracle of the unspectacular, dressed up in sesame seeds and marketing plans. Blessed be the tofu God who slides through our chopsticks and lands back in the pan laughing, who waits in the refrigerator beside the beer, absorbing our power of dreams until the night light hums of low electric OM and the universe smells faintly of garlic and revolution. Welcome, Moon Scarab. AI prompt poetry. That's what we're trying here anyway. Poems in the styles of these people, but there wasn't a whole lot of inspiration in the chats. What kind of bread would I be? How about sourdough? Sourdough. That's what I would be, sourdough bread. What about you, Bobert? If you could be any, would you be? I wonder if I have anything. Nope, I don't. I gotta go. You like rye? Like sauerkraut, hot mustard, and tofu on rye? And so how's Ramon doing? I need to have you come back on the show again, Ramon. Like in October sometime. I'm having Taro Ask Backward come on in a couple weeks. Anyways, I am preparing for an art fair. I have actually I have a lot of work to do in just about a month, only a month's worth of time to get a whole bunch of content, new content done. And anyways, this is all I got for tonight. I need to get ready for my next live stream coming up in about an hour or so. And Then I got a whole lot of chores to do tomorrow. I can't sleep in forever. But anyway, thank you, Bobert. Thank you, Ramon. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, G. Thank you, Tracy Urbanks. Thank you, 466. And thank you, everybody else. Real Bacon and Eggs. Thank you, your average white boy. Thank you, Shockwave. And we'll try this again another time, but this is the last time I'm going to be able to do it outdoors. This is the last time I'm going to be able to do it outdoors because the rainy season begins tomorrow night. Yeah, that's kind of gross there, Shockwave. Anyways, bye-bye. Until next time.